The Hamar are an nomadic community inhabiting southwestern Ethiopia. They inhabit the territory east of the Omo River and have villages in Turmi and Demeka. The 2015 national census reported 56,532 people in this ethnic group, of whom 957 were urban inhabitants. They are known for their practice of body adornment and wearing a multitude of colorful beads. Women adorn their necks with heavy, polished iron jewelry. The Hamar men have a reputation of being less than adoring husbands. The women submit to the ritual floggings proudly and love to show the deep scars that are regarded as a proof of devotion to their husbands. Often families will pull their livestock and labor to herd their cattle together. In the dry season, whole families go to live in grazing camps with their herds, where they survive on milk and blood from the cattle. Just as for the other tribes in the valley, cattle and goats are at the heart of Hamar life. They provide the cornerstone of a household's livelihood. It's only with cattle and goats to pay as bride wealth that a man can marry. A lot of their culture has now become well known to the outside world. Honey collection is one of their major activity, and their cattle is the meaning of their life. They will stay for a few months wherever there is enough grass for grazing, putting up their round huts. When the grass is finished, they will move on to new pastured grounds. This is the way they have been living for generations. Once they hunted, but the wild pigs and small antelope have almost disappeared from the lands in which they lived, and until 20 years ago, all plowing was done by hand with digging sticks. Men and boys usually sleep on cots in the center of the camp, near the cattle. Camels are used for riding and as pack animals. Most Hamar plant fields of sorghum at the beginning of the rainy season before leaving on their annual nomadic journey. Some households also plant sesame and beans. Because the crops are usually left unattended, the yields are low. Few households grow enough grain to last through the year. There is a division of labor in terms of sex and age. The women and girls grow crops. The staple is sorghum, alongside beans, maize and pumpkins. They're also responsible for collecting water, doing the cooking and looking after the children, who start helping the family by herding the goats from around the age of 8. The young men of the village work the crops, defend the herds, or go off raiding for livestock from other tribes, while adult men herd the cattle, plow with oxen and raise beehives in acacia trees. Sometimes, for a task like raising a new roof or getting the harvest in, a woman will invite her neighbors to join her in a work party in return for beer or a meal.